going to be
Six
announcing today.
titles?
I know you're going to be looking forward to this. So Hori-san, now that we've like pulled the banner and also, but now that we're in the 35th anniversary of Dragon Quest, what do you think about that as you look
Okay.
back? It seems like a long time or like a short time. I never thought that we would last for 35 years. When you made the Dragon Quest 1, you did not see this future, but like half of your life is really based on Dragon Quest for Hori-san. So, so as one of the news was introduced, so to commemorate the 35th
Laid back
anniversary of
job.
Dragon Quest, we have like commemorating
Yeah.
collaboration merchandise. So can you give us some introductions?
I mean, yeah.
Seems to be right next
It's
to me,
not
so happy.
always laid back,
This is
but
a
yeah,
watch. Can you
more
see?
so than
This is a
usual
metal
job.
slime
For
watch,
sure.
and we have the little slime on the top and the back. The slime is also engraved. It's a really cute watch, wrist watch.
For sure.
And
I can actually play
also-
games during that.
So there's other items.
I don't do because I'm usually too tired.
Status will go up.
Trying to conserve energy
Shirt with the
during
slime.
that time.
We have the metal slime embroidered on the front.
Yo,
as well.
I got
It's
enough
a
shirts
cute
though. I have a lot of
And
shirts.
we have this long sleeve button-up shirt. So it looks like polka
This guy
dot.
looks like
This is not
he's
polka dots.
cool.
If you look at it closely, they're
Hey,
actually
I'm wearing this shirt right
polka
now. No, that's not it.
dots. It's very detailed to his design. I mean, I want
That's
you
the same
all to
shirt, though.
wear it, please, yes, I will, for sure.
For sure.
So these merchandise, I'm so sorry, and unfortunately, these are not going to be launched overseas.
What?
They'll only be in Japan, but for the Japanese
Are you
audience,
kidding
you
me?
will Get the items and the merchandise. So with Hori-san, I would like to introduce you to the latest and new items and titles that we'd like to share. And actually, when I was going to do the host for this program, I was like, everybody was asking me, like, you must know what's happening. But I'm here not knowing anything. So I'm like, likewise with you all watching the program.
I don't know
you
what's
have no
happening
idea
either,
what's
so
going
we're
to
all
be
in this
introduced.
together.
But we have some Dragon Quest VIP people that we may not be say, and he might interrupt us. He's right there. He's the VIP guy. There's the VIP guy. It's sort of he's like is bonding and merging with the back.
Yeah, I'm
black
like Jiren.
backdrop. But
I'm like
anyhow,
Jiren
let's
in
be
Dragon
careful
Ball.
not
He
to overboard,
meditates.
and let's see. So
I
Hori-san
meditate
today
at
we're
work
just lined
to
up
just
with so much
conserve energy for
items
the
and things to
stream as
show.
much as I
So we
can.
put together all in like movies and everything, and then we'd like to show you and
Pretty
then,
much.
talk about that. So let's move on to the very first movie.
I play Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go, you could play the whole day. I'm surprised how long you can play that game. Literally, you can do a lot. Oh, wait. Why is Square Enix here? Who invited Square Enix? Oh yeah, I think that's it. Yo, okay. Oh, it's Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest. What's going on? That's Pokemon. That's a Pokemon. I know that one. Or is that Mega Man? Slime controller? Yo, those things look cool, whatever that is. Are those erasers? Is Dragon Warrior the same as Dragon Quest? Looks like Gengar. That green thing. Yo, what is this? What is this gonna be, yo? What is it? Is this the intro maybe? Just the intro. RPG elements. Mobile game. Mobile game. Puzzle. Dragon Quest. Blah, 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 blah. Wow, I'm excited for that. What is that? Drawing? Coloring book coming up?
ドローンクエストけしけしプロデューサーの足峰と申しますドローンクエスト35周年ありがとうございます
Thank you
さて
for joining
プロモーション
us.
ビデオでも紹介
As you see in the promotional video we just showed,
ドローンクエストシリーズでおなじみ
Who's this guy?
キャラクターモンスターアイテムなどなどみんな消しゴムとなって落書きを消していくパズルゲームとなっております
Back up.
ジャンルはもちろんパズル
Back up, people.
Harbiscus Sama. Thank you for joining. Oh crap.
基
Oh
本プレイ無
god.
料でお届け予定ですいつでもどこでもお手軽に
Love you,
ドローンクエス
Harbiscus.
トの世界が楽しめるよう
Are you watching? You excited about this event? Are you gonna watch the Sonic event tomorrow? Sonic event tomorrow.
様のお手元にお届けできるようスタッフ一同頑張って
Dragon Warrior. You like Dragon
よ
Warrior?
ろしくお願いいたし
Dragon
ます
Quest.
楽しみにお待ちいただければ幸いです
Back up. Back up.
以上ドラゴンクエスト消し消しで
Than
し
you
た
very much, Harbiscus,
スタジオの堀井さん
for the raid.
ジョイ
That's
さん
awesome. You made
ス
my
タジオ
night.
に魔法
You
の
made
消
the
し
night.
ゴムをお届けしております探してみてください
Shigaki. Okay. Shigaki, come in this site.
First title, Dragon Quest Kishi Kishi. So it's a puzzle game, but it seems like go search and look for it. But is it this right in front of me?
Those toys are cool. Let me look at
It's right
that.
there. I think this is right in front of me. These are the items. It's really easy to find. Actually, they told me to find it in the studio. I thought it was hard to find it. So Hori-san,
This guy looks like
Dragon
that
Quest
guy
puzzle
from
game.
Saved by
We've
the
never
Bell.
had this in the past, right? We have been trying to do it
Zach,
in the
that's
past,
not
and I
his.
really love puzzle games. I do puzzle
And then he
games.
hosts.
I do these
He started to
tiny
host
type games and all these other garden
that
kind
one
of like.
show.
I'm actually a fan of puzzle games, and I've gone on to level 1000. Amazing! So
Shut
you
up,
always
Bubba.
wanted to think you had the mind
True
to
Hotbox.
put
I'm
together
not sure.
a puzzle game. So this is the title for Dragon Quest. Kishi Kishi
How's
is
that a
game.
puzzle?
So we put together all these
Those don't
erasers,
fit.
and it's the game where you have to erase the monsters. And there's all these like techniques and like it's an
Is this-
interesting
is this
kind of
Akira
way of puzzle game
Toriyama?
from Dragon Quest. I'm looking forward to this. And last
Didn't
year
he
I
make
had
Dragon
a
Quest, or he
baby,
character
and it was a
design?
puzzle
Character
game,
design
and
it.
maybe I can play with my children as well. Yes, it's easier to play. Yes, with and that's what we kept in mind. There's 3 adventures. There's with smartphone, like 3 people can join and play, so you can like share with your family. There's a very nice and comforting and a gentle system. Probably yes.
This is a
Very
cool
much.
stream
This is
setup he
Dragon
has.
Quest Kishi Kishi or Dragon Quest Eraser, and this is going to be launched within 2021. And in the,
I love
and we
the
are planning
set.
to,
They made this
launch
just for the
this
Dragon
overseas, and that will
Quest
be given out later on. So please keep tuned. So that was the first
stream.
title, Dragon Quest Kishi Kishi.
I don't know what's going on really. The slime plush.
And then the second information, I'd like you to take at this movie.
Not bad for translating on the spot live. Like, that's not bad. It's just like Dragon Ball Online. I think it was made by the same people. Yo, look at that! Look at that one person though. Look at that one character. Looks cool. The female warrior. I like that. I have not. Is that the one where the guy looks like Trunks? I thought about buying it. I almost did once or twice. Like, you know, that's one of those games that you almost buy, and then you decide not to. Oh, Android 17. True. True. Oh, look at that guy. Looks cool. Dragon Quest X10. Is it a new one? Is it a new one? Am I supposed to be hyped for this one? Am I supposed to be hyped like this is a new one? Is it a new one or old one? Is it out already? Version 2? I like that the evil characters look cool. I'm assuming they're bad guys. Version 3, okay. Dragon Quest 11. Oh. Okay. No one knows what Dragon Quest really is, do they? Nobody really knows. We just pretend we know about this game. We pretend we know about Dragon Quest. I rated someone who played Dragon Quest 11. Pretty cool. You know, it's a big story. It could be cool. I like that character. That's cool. I think playing in the Japanese voices might help, like, me want to play it more. I don't know, the English voices, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I wish I could listen to both at the same time, so I can experience both voice acting without playing it twice. Kimiwa. Version 6. What version? Why are there versions of it? How many times I gotta show this logo? Oh my god, it's her! The girl! Oh my god, it's that person! Oh my god! It was a secret reveal! Secret
皆さんこん
reveal!
にちは。ドラゴンクエスト10オンラインプロデューサーの青山浩二と申します。ドラ
Online.
ゴンクエスト35周年めでたい。
35 years,
ドラ
dang!
ゴンクエスト10オンラインも来年8
Wait,
月に
it's been out already for a
10周年
year.
を迎えますので、
10 years it's been out. I didn't know about that.
そして
Why didn't anyone tell me about
言
this?
いました通りバージョン
Crap.
6となります。ドラゴンクエスト10平成の英雄た
what?
ちオンラインリリースが
When the hell did this happen? I never knew.
冒険者の皆さんには
I didn't even know there was an online.
迎えつつあるバージョン5の物語を楽しんでいただいています。そちらは夏に完結予定で、バージョン6の続報はその後にお届けしますので、
New
くださ
version.
い。10はプレイしてないよーって方にはですね、体験版やブラウザ版など無料で始められる機会もいろいろ
Can you play on
用意し
mobile?
ますのでぜひお試しください。バージョンを重ねるごとに進化しているドラゴンクエスト10オンライン、今後ともぜひご期待ください。
So that was the second movie that you just saw.
The camera work right now. The
And the
camera work.
title is Dragon.
Oh, they have a
10
plexiglass to
Online.
protect.
So Hori-san, now it came all the way to version 6. So we started off with 2012, and at the time we never thought that it would, continue for 10 years, but it's like all the way we've come to the 9th year and everything. So it's all because of the fans and how it's spread all worldwide and how we've advanced as we built up the
Purple
online
Dragon.
game. So we can see this whole power going into this online game. But within the visual that we saw, there was an angel kind of character that came up. Who's that angel? That angel is actually a secret. I can't
They don't even
tell
know.
you. You're not going to tell me? I just want you to imagine it from the subtitles.
The creator
to
doesn't
sort of
even know what that is.
Expand your imagination.
And he made that character.
In terms of the angel. So next year is going to be the 10th anniversary, but I think we can enjoy more and more of the online games. So version 5, there's going to be a huge milestone, but with the 6,
He
we're
is
going
happy.
to have all these new adventures as well. So
Yeah.
I think everybody and the staff members are fully being in full throttle making it.
He's
So
got the
I
whole
wonder
Harry
how it's
Potter
how
collection
the new
in
adventure
the back.
is going to come upon us. But I would like all of you to enjoy and play in the future. So that was the Dragon Quest X Online.
Off. Oh, awful. What the hell was that? Awful.
Okay, let's move on.
Why did it
The
say awful?
Third is the next.
OFFLE. Did you see that? Whoa! What does that mean? Dragon Quest, another one. It's a whole other game. It looks like the Dragon Ball Fighter Z hub. We should make the hub into a full game, actually. That's a good idea. That's like Boo's Fury or something graphics, but like HD. Spoilers. They could have translated the text, man. Yo, the Demon Clan, that's cool. Yo, I like this graphic style. They really should make a Dragon Ball game with the Fighter Z lobby characters. For sure. Maybe that's where they got the idea. Oh, version 8. Version 8, guys. They skipped version 7 entirely.
皆さんこんにちは。
皆さん
ドラゴンクエスト10
こんにちは
目覚めし5つの種族オフラインプロデューサーの白石です。
Offline.
本作はタイトルに
Offline
オフラインとある通り、 インターネット接続をせずにプレイ
You
でき
don't
ます。
need. Yeah, that's actually good.
PV でご覧いただいた通り、現行のオンライン版からビ
That's
ジュアル
actually
を
good.
変更し
That's I like
ス
that.
タンドアローンのゲームとして親しみやすく遊びやすいドラゴンクエスト10を目指して開発を進
Yeah,
めており
look at
ます。
the slime with
ドッ
the
トと
slow
絵
bro
の目を用いて
stone on
表
its
現し
head.
た昔懐かしいどこか優しい印象を持てるそんなビジュアルを目指して開発をしております。
Charming. It is charming. It
そして
is.
もちろんこのコンセプトに沿った変更点はビジュアルだけではないのですけれども、それについては今後
Right.
の
Monster Man,
情報公開
welcome.
のタイミングで改めてお伝えしていきます。
Welcome on in here.
最後に日本版の発売時期についてですが、現在2022年のなるべく早い時期にお届けできるよう開発チーム一同全力で進めております。ぜひともお楽しみにお待ちください。それでは。
So that was Dragon
Look at the
Quest
sword and the
X
shield
offline.
in the back.
Son, it's not an online. It's a release with offline with 10.
They should make it Guns the Duel, but offline.
The online. And when I think about
For
that,
sure.
so we wanted to make sure we have something that they can play offline. And if it's online, a lot of people would gather. But if it's offline, you can play solo and really enjoy, and you can deform and make the characters really cute, and you can really enjoy it on your own. So the look and feel is
There should be an
really, like,
option,
cute
like, to
as I look
join
at the
online.
movie. And in actuality, I mean, people who
Or if you
like,
wanna just play
enjoyed
offline
the
for a while.
online can go back to doing the and offline and really enjoy it as like. So
That's what they're
online
doing, the
players
online,
can
offline,
honestly
line.
enjoy the offline as well. It
Offline.
has a different way of look and tonality. It's actually easier to play. So you don't have to
Alright.
connect to Wi-Fi or to the internet, and you can play casually.
That's what
play.
offline means, really.
So it's amazing. Like with
That's that- yeah,
offline
yeah.
and online, the impression is quite different. But the story actually, with the online, we're following the online story as is. So that's something that you don't have to worry about. But that's more to be enjoyed in a small, like form characters for you to enjoy. And I mean, if the tone and manner is different from
Godzilla.
online, I mean offline or online, you know, people.
Did he
would
just
enjoy
say
it from
Godzilla,
offline
or is
too.
that
I would
just
like you
me?
to enjoy it on the online version from a new perspective, probably.
I could have swore.
Please really look forward to that. And today, I mean, at this point, there's so much information like being released, and I think nobody had, you know, sort of expected the offline version to come out from the online version. So I don't even know where to start with. Just start order one by one, as I told you.
Why
I
is
mean,
the
just
clock in the middle?
Fully with full throttle with
It's at midnight.
Dragon Quest. There's so much coming out right now, and just,
Maybe
I'm just
something's
having
gonna happen where
a
the
real fun
clock
time
opens
with
up.
Dragon Quest right now, introducing to all these new titles.
Watch.
And other than visuals, I'm being told that there's more information to be coming out, so please look forward to that. So that was Dragon Quest 10 offline.
There you go. Dragon Quest offline, everybody.
So the camera just show the sword and the shield. So what's going on? Let me show you the next bit of information. So
I love this dub. I love this. What? And this looks like a game I've actually played. Dragon Warrior. Okay, I like this style, whatever that is. HD 2D. Yeah. Okay. It's hard, yeah. Yeah. Make a Pokemon game like this. I don't know, turn-based. I don't know, man. It's hard for me to get into turn-based games. Unless it's Pokemon. I like Secret of Mana. HD. Bird with the stone on the skull. That's familiar. Let me see what I have. Dragon Warrior, I think. Let me see. I got my games right here. Dragon Quest. Crazy Castle. Bubble Bobble. Love Bubble Bobble. Toy Story 2.
皆さんこんにちは。 HD2D 版ドラゴンクエスト3
So I got Toy Story 2 guys.
の早坂です。これまでオクトパストラベラーやバリアスデイライフといった作品に携わってきました。で今回用いる HD2D とは
Toy Story 2.
トイをベースとした背景に 3D 的な効果を加えることで独特の立体感や空気感を演出する手法となっております。その HD2D によって新たにドラゴンクエスト3の世界を表現し、当時オリジナル版をプレイされた、大人の皆様はもちろんのこと、今回初めてプレイされる小さなお子様にも、ワクワク
Here it
して
is,
いただける
Dragon
よう
Warrior.
な作品というものを目指しております。
Wait, I don't think this is the one I played though.
全世
It
界
has
同
to
時
be
発売
though.
を予定しております。
It's the
発
only
売
one
は
I
ま
have.
だ先になりますが、ぜひご期待いただければと
Play
思い
Dragon
ます。
Warrior.
So that was another bit of surprise news. That came very unexpected. That was awesome.
Phoenix.
So there's three, Dragon Quest 3, 1, and then, on the smartphone. So, I was thinking we can just play in different ways. I'm sure people must have been screaming when they saw this. This was like really a big surprise. So it's 2D version, Dragon Quest 3. I mean, 3 was played on, it was 3.9 million, 98 million with when it first came out.
Sonic
Wow,
Pinball.
So that big title is now being remade, and I'm sure people who played
I wanna
that
play
and
these
people
again.
who did not play it either will enjoy this. Okay, so Kori-san, so with HD 2D, why did you remake 3? Well, in the past, people started playing from 1 and 2, but I think a lot of people, we had, we got hung up on 3 the most. That's why we started to remake 3. So then maybe afterwards we may remake 1 and 2. And before, they went to 1, 2, 3 had an unexpected
Pokemon Pinball.
ending, so we're thinking maybe 3 we can start, and then maybe 1 and 2 there would be some kind of unexpected surprise. So can you say those things? Are you allowed to say? I hear the whistle. Hori-san, I don't think you were supposed to say that because Hori-san, sometimes you slip and say things. So 1 and 2 will also be remade? Oh no, well we want to. Okay, but it's not official yet. That's correct. But Hori-san, since you're saying it now, that you have to do it, right? Because a lot of people are watching this and they're probably gonna, criticize you if they're not gonna do this. Yes. So hopefully, I'd like to provide more surprise in that order.
I mean, I don't
And
care.
also, this is going to be released worldwide.
3.
So
If 3 is the best one, remake 3. Why not?
Worldwide,
I wouldn't
yes.
mind playing them in
We
order,
think
but
that
yeah.
everybody will be able to around
Just play the original then, I guess.
play.
It's really
So
wonderful.
that was a very bit of big surprising news. So HD 2D version Dragon Quest 3.
HD 2D I like HD 2D. I like that.
Okay, so let's go on to the next bit of information. Please see this.
They need 2D 3D. Like 3D 2D. Oh man, I can't read that. This looks like Dragon Quest 11, right? But is it the same? Blue Dragon? Is this Blue Dragon? Blue Dragon. Is that what it is? No. Is this the game I just showed you? Dragon Warrior? Who makes Dragon Warrior? It's gotta be the same company. Pirates. One Piece. The game. Just a couple Dragon Quest. Treasures. Treasures, everybody. There's 500 Dragon Quests coming out.
スケエニックスの飯塚です。映像いかがでしたでしょうか。ドラゴンクエストシリーズの完全
We're making another game, Dragon Quest Treasures.
でございます。一度以前
Look at his shirt. Bullet Club, what the frick?
マヤなんですが、紆余曲折ありまして、今回のトレジャーズに主人公として頑張ってもらうことになりました。
Yeah, they're from the other game.
ども、ごめんなさい、まだ詳しくお話しできないのですが、改めて、重要キーワードだけお伝えしておきますと、一つは、子供時代の神友屋という話、それからお
Childhood.
宝探し。
Well, are they already
こ
child?
のようにですね
They're already children.
それからゲームの
They're still going through it.
ジャンルというとRPG にはなるんですが、皆さんご存知の既存の
It's not like the
RPG とは
traditional
違う
one.
ものになりそうです
What's the hide then? Tell us.
ゲームの話としてお話しできるのは
Tell us what you're hiding.
対応プラットフォームは未定、発売日期も未定ですが、ワールドワイド発売を目指して、現在堀井さんともども、制作中でございます。続報についてはもうしばらくお待ちください。以上、ドラゴンクエストシリーズ新規スピンアウトのドラゴンクエストトレジャーズでした。ありがとうございました。
So that was another
Okay.
big surprise.
I came here for the
So
special
Dragon
prize.
Quest Treasures. So this is a completely new title
Bethesda.
then, Hori-san. Yes, I guess it will become
Me too.
like that. Yes.
Aren't we all here for that?
Yeah. So you know, Ines
Good to see him,
used
Evan
to work
Testa.
on Monsters, and we worked, from the very early days of Dragon Quest. It's been a long time. In the beginning, he was so skinny. In the beginning.
Have you played Dragon
And-
Quest? Who here actually has
Really?
played
He
Dragon
doesn't
Quest?
look- and he's worked so hard, and I think that's what now he looks like that. I'd like to show you the picture of him back then. What, really? Wait, are you sure? You know, but I guess people start to look different as time goes by. And so now he's gonna work on treasure hunting game. Okay. Oh, so I'm sure that there's a lot of things you cannot talk about, but it was just mentioned there's RPG. Yeah, I can't really talk about that. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait for it to come back.
I guess we have to wait for it.
Come out. I'm gonna be so busy when all this comes out, so I'm really looking forward to it. So treasure hunting. So what can you look for? What can you find? So Hori-san, and also the main
That's good.
characters will be Eric and Mia from Dragon Quest 11. Yes. We're going to be showing them in their childhood years. And they're going to be going on adventure.
Oh.
And they're going to
Okay,
go
I
around the
thought-
world.
I
and
thought there were
collect all
kids in the
kinds of
original.
treasures. And it's going to be a very interesting game. So when you play this game,
They're younger.
you'll find out even
Turn up
more.
all.
You'll start to love even more these characters. Okay. All right.
Cool,
And
Evan
then,
Testa.
according to some
That sounds
sources,
painful.
So Dragon
Is that
Quest
that's the ear
Monsters
thing, right? The
20th
ears?
Anniversary program.
I'm not reading that. I'm not reading
this
that
is not
if
a
that's what you want me to do,
Monsters
Evan
new
Testa.
title, right? No. We're
I'm not
going
gonna read that.
under Monsters.
Or are you saying that she sounds like
But Yokoto.
Alexi?
Oh yes. Who created Monsters is going to work on a monster series. Oh, so that's another thing that's
Plugs.
going to be announced
Smart
in the
plug.
future. Okay.
Oh, for
Alright, so
for the
then
wall.
Let's all look forward to that piece of news.
For the
too.
wall.
So that was
Never heard of
Dragon
those,
Quest
but it
Treasure.
sounds handy. Like less effort to plug in stuff. I should probably get one of those.
Okay.
What? He didn't say anything.
Now, we just announced to you 5 different titles. There's been a lot of exciting information.
I want to see the
announcements.
toys
Yes.
on the table.
I'm pretty sure everybody's surprised. Yes, I'm pretty sure. All the Dragon Quest fans are really, amazed right now. Around the world too. There's been a lot of, so much information. It's very mind blowing. But so Hori-san, okay. So we just showed 5. Now the 6th one. The 6th one. Okay. So I think the internet has been kind of like saying what's gonna go on. Maybe it's gonna be that. It will be that. They keep saying it. And I know it goes back to that. And I don't know either. So my heart's beating too. I don't know what's gonna come up. Okay, let's have you see this first. Let's go with this.
Oh, this is a big deal. There's a big deal here. There's a big deal. 11. 12. Okay, they made 2 of them. They made 2 more games. It blew up. The game blew up.
人はなぜ生きるのか。
This actually could be big.
ドラゴンクエスト12選ばれし
12?
運命の炎
The Flames of Fate? This sounds epic right now. What?
Thank you so much for that. It's finally here. I'm so glad because I was waiting for this. So 12, Dragon Quest 12. So it's an official announcement.
Okay.
Yes, it is. And I think we were talking about it, but then this is the first time it's going to be it's announced officially. So what is the purpose of life? That was that narrative was very cool. It wasn't my voice, but yeah, you want to say that. But so it was just a logo, and I'm like wondering what's going to go on. So Hori-san, can I ask you questions? Well, I don't know how much I can answer them, but of course, yes, please ask them. Oh yeah, I would like for you to answer all of them. But the logos, I'm sure everybody's dying to know what it is. So compared to before, I'm sure that the whole world looks different. It's a more darker impression.
Is it gonna be like
a Dragon
new
Quest
gen
12.
graphics, like real?
That's what I would say. So
Non-anime?
it's changing. Okay.
It looks like it's non-anime kind of style they're going for with that intro.
Compared to the past ones, so doesn't seem like
The dubbed
Dragon
English.
Quest.
Hey,
I
Farrell
feel
Corey,
like
good to see you,
something is
Farrell.
gonna change, and
Hope
the
you've been well.
subtitle is The Flames
I hope
of
you've been well,
Fate.
Farrell Corey. Thanks for
That,
joining us.
maybe it's conveying some sort of meaning.
You're a gifted
So,
sub leader
is there a hint
as
that you
well.
can let us know? Well,
Is he drinking pee?
it's about having options. You have to take some options. You have to choose your own way of how to play. Oh, so that's why they said, what is the purpose of life in that narrative? Yes. Exactly. Yeah, I want to keep saying that line, but anyway. So, okay. So there's supposed to be some decision being made by a character? Yes, there will be. So, and that would maybe change the whole game. Oh, okay. So it's you're in control of the game. It's kind of like Bianca Flora, I think. Is it something like that? Well, it's maybe not like that, but it's kind of like you're in control of the game or your life. Okay. Oh, I really want to know more. I wish I can ask questions, but I don't want to be scolded later. So of course, I'm asking way too many questions. But Hori-san, can you give me more information? Well, I was very ambiguous right now, vague. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. Well, we're going to change the command battle. We're going to change it completely. It's going to change? Yes.
I'm tweeting some
The
thoughts.
command battle. That everybody's familiar with. But it's not like we're going to get rid of command. But we're going to make some changes, and we have some prototypes. And I'm pretty sure it's going to become
Dragon
very
Quest 12?
interesting.
Yeah.
So
Is it me
all
or
the
that
users,
that
it's gonna be easy for them
that trailer looked like it was like more HD kind of game, like Final Fantasy Remastered kind of style. Just from the audio and the logo itself is so HD. It seems like it might be like really HD. No more anime graphics.
Not yet. I cannot
No
say
way
that.
though. There's no way.
That
Gotta go for now.
we
All right,
want
Charlie
to
boy.
aim for worldwide,
Farewell for
release
now.
At the same simultaneous release. So
I'm checking Twitter.
I was still not asked any questions, but what kind of hardware? Oh, well.
I'm checking Twitter.
You can't even let me know? No,
They're
you
sounding the
don't.
bell. They're sounding the bell.
Coming out in the future, and we'll be drooling over trying
It's
to
coming up.
find all this information. So thank you so much for giving us the news. So that
We will
was
have another
Dragon
Monsters
Quest
1.
12.
Monsters 1.
Okay, so at the very end, we're going to have a another surprises that we all this information of surprises. So Dragon Quest, we have all these new announcements that was done today. I mean, this is going to lead us to lack of sleep. Seriously, I mean, we have to make sure we maintain our health, but we want everybody to enjoy the world of Dragon Quest. So we did introduce a lot of items. So we put together one in slide, as you can see. So this is all the lists of titles. We introduced 6 titles, and all of them seems really interesting, and I can't
That's a lot of
wait.
games.
I mean, the one that I was really excited was the
For
very
just
last
Dragon
one
Quest?
that was introduced. As I look and see all these lists, I mean, today was like a fruitful of all these informations.
35th anniversary is a
time
big
passes,
day.
time flies,
35
we're having so much
is a
fun,
big
and
number.
we're coming to a close
That's a
to
good
the
number
live streaming.
for some hype
And
games.
everything you have seen, all the 6 titles, the PV, the promotion videos of this, I'm sure you would like to see them one more again. And this will be uploaded to Square Enix's official page. So please take a look at that. And furthermore, today, based on the Dragon Quest Day, together with Hori-san, we also have some special messages that will be released from the honorary creators Akira Toriyama-san and also Koichi Sugiyama-san. So Hori-san, I looked at the messages from those 2 honorary legendary creators. Toriyama-san was saying the Dragon Quest changes as we step and go on with and live through history. Even for Dragon Quest 12, like having Toriyama-san and the same member Sugiyama-san, like
Toriyama-san!
legendary members in the creators team is just really fun work and amazing. So all these messages for the 35th anniversary at around 2 o'clock Japan time, those messages will be uploaded at Square Enix's official page, so please check it out. So Hori-san, to all the lastly, any kind of messages to the viewers of this live stream? I mean, we introduced you to so many titles, but please be reassured that these titles we launch sequentially, one by one, not all at once. And at the very end, we have here. Take
What
a
is
look
that?
at this. We have this Daruma, which
Is that
in
Among
Japan
Us?
regarded as a traditional bringer of good luck, and this is called the Daruma slide. And here, what we do in Japan is that we fill in the left eye to put our wishes. So in order for all the titles that we just shared to you, so we would like Hori-san to draw the eye into the left eye and wish for all the success of the future upcoming launches. And so I should be putting the eye into the left side. So here we go. So it's a little bit of a cute eye kind of like way. This Daruma is quite amazing. Okay, here we go.
How can I
It
tweet
looks
this as
good.
Among Us?
Thank you very
Yo,
much,
what the freak?
Hori-san. So this eye, we do have this Daruma, we have a very little one, and this will be also in the e-commerce site. So please check it out, everyone. It's not this size, obviously it's the mini size of this version. So Hori-san just put the eye into the left side and wish of the launches to go well. So let's forward to filling in the right eye, and that's when we have launched all the other some of the Dragon Quest.
This is a terrible tweet.
games.
Terrible
So
tweet.
at that
Sending it.
timing, if we could do another live streaming, that would be great. But every time we do all these live streams for Dragon Quest, it's so much time, so much fun that I have.
Terrible
We've gone
tweet.
around the world, I mean, in Japan, all over, and we have a lot of good memories about this live stream. So let's keep on doing this. And Hori-san, when you come up with any new information, please join us and let's have these live streams. And any new informations and updates, please look at the official Twitter sites and other official sites as well. Thank you very much. So today it was full of new informations and fun items. So I would like to meet you sometime another time in a different live stream. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining. Goodbye. Dragon Quest.
Where are
is the
you
best.
going? Crap. Well, that was quick. But they announced so much. What the freak? They announced so much there. Now, I really want to play Dragon Quest now. Flames of Fate. Everyone's tweeting about the Flames of Fate, though. It's like the Dragon's Quest for adults, so that's why I think, like, it's going to be more HD. All right, so what do we got here? Dragon Quest 40. Bro. All right. So what am I excited? What is the difference between? Oh, that's offline and online, right? Right. This was like the Dragon Ball Fighters. Wait, where was the Fighters one? I don't know. Wait, did it even announce that one? The drawing one? I don't know anything about that one. The remake looked cool. That new one looks cool. That's the hype one. The online and offline, I think that's what that is. Treasures looked okay. Was this the one with the Fighter Z? The one on the top left. That one looked really fun. Cute. Ignore the two on the right. Japan only. They're only in Japan. Unless PSO2 is only in Japan. But, Dragon Quest Online only in Japan, huh? Darn. People are saying make 10 in English. Octopath Traveler. I never seen that. I don't remember. They gave it the Octopath treatment. What's this? Offline announced. This looks actually fun, the offline thing. Sure. Sure. Dragon's Quest brings back the good feels. What happened to Dragon Warrior, though? What's the difference between that? Are they the same game? He's back. Octopath Traveler styled graphics is genius. Octopath. Everyone's showing the same screenshots. Octopath Traveler. Oi, Josuke. Wow. That was cool. I like that, actually. There's some things now I'm interested more in Dragon Quest after watching that, for sure. That's the point, really. Get people interested. I just realized that they re-released Secret of Mana. Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah. I'm sure I'll play that eventually. Secret of Mana. I played Secret of Mana. One of them. I don't know which one that was. In the series. Hold on. Octopath Traveler. My childhood game. Secret of Mana. On Steam. Played it on Steam. Secret of Mana. I still have it. Right here. Cool, guys. Yeah, I played it in 2018, 30 hours. Classic. 2018. Time flies. Doesn't it? It was fun. I liked it. I actually liked it. Really did. Then they have Legend of Mana. Is that the third one? Seistendekyo 2. I don't know what that is. You lost me there. You lost me at the first one. Wait, what? Did I get any achievements? I didn't. Did I? Your achievement's 37. Total 29 out of 37. Right. I'm not sure. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna call it around there now. We'll be on tomorrow for the Sonic event, the Sonic Direct tomorrow at 12:30 or 12 Eastern. Dragon Quest 11 is on sale now. There it is. In case y'all wanted to play now, there it is. I don't know, man. It's just my streams are 3 hours, so if I play this game 3 hours every day, I'd be done in like 5 years with this game probably. Unless do off-stream stuff, maybe just play 20 hours a day. 20 hours a day though. People seem to really enjoy this one though. Overwhelmingly positive reviews. Overwhelming. Dragon Quest Heroes 2. What? Dragon Quest Heroes. Is this like Samurai Warriors? Dragon Quest Builders? No shot. It is. I think it is. Fast paced. It is Samurai Warriors. It is. Right? It's gotta be. I don't know. Some of the characters look cool, some of them don't. Like this guy, I don't know. How much is the sale? $25 is $25. $25. That's a pretty good deal. Which would you play in Japanese, Harbiscus, or English though? That's the I just don't want to choose between one or the other. I don't want to choose, so I just don't play it at all. English, yeah, that's not. I can respect that. I can respect that actually. Maybe it's better just to play in your native. But then again, people argue like it's better to play it in the creators, how it was originally. The non-dub. I don't know. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Heroes. Nothing you can do, man. Is that Nobunaga? No way. Why would he be in this game? He wouldn't be in this game. It's very cartoony. Cartoony Dark Souls. You look so good. Jane, thank you, Evanesta. GG, good night. Goody, good draps. Boom. Is that the DJ Wheat emote? I think it is. It is. Well, thank you very much. You're very nice to say that, let me tell you. Very kind of you to say. Truly. People have been talking about Biomutant, though. Hold on. What's going on with this game? What is this? What is this? I hate that they never show gameplay. Like, come on, where's the gameplay? What's the thing I'm actually going to be doing if I buy this? I have to. It's weird. Oh well, I guess we'll never know. Can I get a refund? Oh no. Oh no. MechWarrior 5. Okay, guys, I'm going to bed. Cool stream. That was cool. Cool. I'll think about buying this someday. I mean, I could always play it off stream, you know, do an off stream playthrough, upload it on YouTube, you know, for sure. But until then.